everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing really well. Today I have a new review for you, and it's for the new Rimmel foundation and concealer. So I will put these onto my face, show you what it looks like, and we'll do a wear test as well. And also, I'm really sorry if you can hear noise behind me. I swear the minute I switched on the camera, someone decided to construct something, so I apologize for that noise. Anyway, on to the video. Okay, so I've got nothing on my face at the moment except for my moisturizer. I am filming in complete natural light, so I apologize if the colors, like you can see right now, they keep changing. Anyway, please ignore the light and please ignore the sound behind me, and that's it basically. So these are the two products that I will be reviewing today. This is the new foundation from Rimmel and the new concealer. This is called the Rimmel Lasting Radiance Medium Coverage Anti-Pollution Foundation. The color I have is 100 Ivory in foundation, and in the concealer, so this is the Lasting Radiance Concealer and Eye Illuminator, full coverage and sorry, that was not in English. The color I have in this is 030 Classic Beige. I hope this is not too dark for my under eyes, but we'll see. So what I've planned for this review is to do half of my face with a brush and half of it with my Real Technique sponge. I usually use the Real Technique sponge on a regular basis, but I've recently started using my brush from Clinique, and it's actually life-changing. Although I do need to, I think when I'm using the brush, in order for it to absorb in my skin, I do need to put a primer on, but I don't want to put a primer on for this one, so we can have the actual effect and the actual, I don't know, look of this foundation. So anyway, this is what the foundation looks like. It's a glass bottle with an orange cap, and then obviously you've got the pump as well, which is always nice. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, come on. There you go. Oh, that's actually really thick. Okay, let's start with the Real Technique sponge. Sorry, mine is really disgusting and grubby, but you know, what can I say? Okay, it does have a slight scent to it, but I think all of the Rimmel, like the Wake Me Up one, has a slight scent to it as well, and it's exactly the same as this one. Okay, now you are nice and close. Okay, so this is actually very easy to blend. The colour, I think, looks very orangey on my hand, but I think once you blend it out, it's not too bad. And for an ivory colour, do you think it's slightly dark? Don't know, but I literally cannot feel this on my face. I wouldn't call this medium coverage, that's for sure, because it's very light coverage. So let me check in the mirror. Yeah, that's definitely not light coverage. Let me do another layer and see how that goes, because sometimes I have noticed that the sponge usually gives like it shears things out, so maybe that's why. So let's try again with another layer. God, the light, nothing is in my favor today. The light, the noise, nothing. It's like the filming gods have said no. Okay, I am actually really liking this, to be honest. So far so good. In terms of coverage, I don't know how this, it's not a medium. I wouldn't call this a medium coverage, because like, you can see my freckles, you can literally see everything on my skin. So I don't know how they're calling this a medium coverage, unless they want us to build more and more. That's something different, but anyway. And now on to my other half of the face. I am using my Clinique brush. What's this called? Is it called something? I think it had a name, but I don't remember now. So for the other half of my face, I'm just going to use this. Now initially, to be honest, I never understood how people used brushes for their face. And then the other day I thought, I'm just adding some more to them. And then the other day I thought, you know what, I haven't used a brush for my foundation in such a long time. Maybe I should try. So here I am, trying. I think whether you use a brush or a sponge, I think it would work both ways. I don't really mind. Okay, so on to concealer, but before that I want to put my corrector on. Quickly put on my corrector. This is the Benefit one that I use every single time. Like, I think nearly in all of my videos I've used this, so apologies if you've gotten bored with it now, but I still have loads left, so I'm not going to get rid of it anytime soon. Okay, so now with the concealer I've got another plan. So with the concealer on one side I'll use my fingers, and on the other side I'm going to use my sponge. So this is what the concealer looks like. It looks very, actually it looks exactly the same as the Wake Me Up concealer. So the packaging is the same, which I think they should have changed slightly because they are so similar. I think they're exactly the same that people sometimes might get confused and think that this is the Wake Me Up one, although it's not. My finger for this eye. That wasn't too bad. I like the coverage. And then for this eye, I'm just going to use my beauty blender. Not beauty blender, sorry. My Real Technique sponge. So since that is our face done, you can have a look of what this looks like. So this is the sponge side. What's going on here? And this is the brush side. And then in concealer, this is the one with the finger, and this is the one with the sponge. Now I will set all of my face, complete the rest of my makeup, and I'll come back at you with a full face of makeup. So I'll see ya. Hello, okay, I am back with my full face of makeup. So I will zoom you in again just to see the final result of this foundation. I also slightly think it's oxidized already on my skin, but anyway, we'll look into it. I have set my face with my Fit Me Matte and Poreless powder. The colour I have is Natural Ivory 105. So let's zoom you in. Okay, so again, this is the side where I have used my sponge. So sponge side. Can you see that? Is that just me being silly, or has that actually oxidized? I'm not sure. And then the concealer on this side is the one that I use my fingers for. Then this side is the one with the brush. And then this concealer is the one where I use the sponge. Now everything has been set with the Maybelline powder in terms of under the eye and all over the face. So I'll come back out to you at the end of the day, or when I take my makeup off. It's not going to be anytime soon. So don't worry, I will at least wear this for 8 hours minimum, and then if I can, or if I remember, I can do some check-ins during the day. But if I don't, please don't shoot me. So yeah, I will see you guys in a few hours. Catch you later. Hi guys, so it's very late now. I am currently in my bathroom just to show you what this looks like now. I've been wearing this for about 11 hours now. So let me zoom you in. So this is the side that I used the sponge on, if you can see that. So it definitely has gone from my nose, that's for sure, and from this area, if you can see. Chin is completely gone as well. Now the concealer has very horribly creased. Now I do have very creasy under eyes, so it's creased on both sides. On the brush area, on the brush side, it's completely gone from my nose, and it has also completely gone from under my chin, if you can see, under my jaw, and also my chin. Now I will say this, that I do touch my face quite a lot, and also the foundation was so light that I actually forgot I had this on my face, and I kept scratching myself and sitting and watching TV like this. So a lot of it did come off, but to be honest, I'm not gonna lie, I don't usually wear foundation for this long anyway. And I did check at around 6 to 7 hours, and it was still fine. So anything that's happened has happened in the last 2 hours. I think the forehead's fine, it's not too bad. Slightly shiny, but nothing else. It has definitely gone from my nose, that's quite sure, but I do itch a lot around my nose. And yeah, now would I recommend it? To be honest, if you don't have to wear it for a very long time, definitely go for it. It's very lightweight. Like I said, I literally forgot that I had something on my face, and that's why I kept touching my face. For the price, I think it's quite good for the price, to be honest, not too bad. So yeah, I'll also insert some pictures for you, and yeah, I'll see you guys later. Night night.